The city of Cannon Beach is considering changing part of its emergency plan in case a tsunami hits.
Right now, people who live there, they can actually pay to store their private emergency goods in barrels up on higher ground. The barrels, though, are property that belongs to the city and the taxpayers. We want to know what could be changing, what could be different here. And we sent our Tim Becker to find out.
This is one of the 3 locations that the barrels are currently being stored. Every one of the sites above the tsunami inundation zone, where people are instructed to go if and when disaster strikes. The facilities are tucked away in the hills behind Cannon Beach. A secure storage for personal emergency gear where people can buy a 30-gallon barrel for $35 and rent space for it at another $30 a year. In the event a tsunami hits, they'd follow the crowds to the assembly sites, but they'd be the only people with access to their private cash.
What that does is create a situation where those of us who are really prepared are going to share with other people, really whether we want to or not. And that was the concern regarding liability for our city.
Carolyn Adamson chairs the Emergency Preparedness Committee. She tells me they're rethinking the plan because though these sites do have some medical supplies and provisions everyone can use, a disaster could create a rift when only a few have access to the private stash.
Basically, a vision came to some people of people fighting for those things. And that didn't create a good scene for us.
City land, private goods. That's partly why the city manager tells me we are assessing the situation to assure that we're following best practices. Safety is another concern. Break-ins last year revealed some of the barrels had prohibited items, including guns.
It came to light that people did have those things in there. And whether they knew they weren't to have them or not, I have no idea.
Another reason the city is now reassessing these sites, looking for a way everybody can have access to the same resources when they evacuate. In Cannon Beach, Tim Becker,